Oh, what is going on, entertainment? So I'm coming to y'all with another live. Okay, members only. I'm gonna drop it though for the regular viewers after. Okay, first let's talk about Bobby's interview. So he did an interview with Jason Lee. Was it as good as the Jaden and Blueface? No, it wasn't. But I liked the interview a lot. I saw some comments in my Discord talking about interview's boring. It's boring. I liked it because to me it was two gay guys having to go good old kiki, and that's what I kind of liked about the interview. Um, a lot of the stuff that we learned, some of it was partially in the Armand Wiggins interview because he did do an interview with Armand after the Bobby I Love You per season 1. So the first chunk of it was a little bit of his interview. Bobby said his name, Jason Lee ain't even react. He said, so first, Bobby talks about getting on the show. We do a little recap on it first. He talked about getting on the show and how he got on there. He said it was a DJ basically that knew a lot of the celebrities there in Miami, and basically, you know, he went to that DJ and said, called her up, said, "Oh my God, Trina's my first blood cousin." And Trina does not want to. Yes, this is live, JC. This is live. The link is pinned if anybody wants to call in. This is live. Okay. This is live for members only. All right. So he said, "Oh, Trina's my first cousin. Trina does not want to support my music career. So, you know, this was what's going on with me. Get me on the show." So he interviewed with Mona. Mona saw a hungry person and put them on the show. That's the thing with Mona. If you're hungry for something, Mona gonna give you the opportunity. Okay, because back then they didn't know, people didn't know how much you should be getting paid for some stuff. Nowadays you can't get Mona can't really get away with some of the stuff that she used to do back in the day. Miss Per Diem, remember I told y'all yesterday, Erica said she was getting paid $40-$50 to be on Love and Hip Hop the first season. So Mona can't do that nowadays. So they did a Zoom interview with Mona. He got on the show. So they talked a little bit about the Prince relationship, and they both together agree that Prince is not one of the girls. Prince is not gay. Okay. Jason Lee himself has even said that he tried to get Prince to get down with the program, which I'm like, you're nasty mom. But I can see it though. I ain't gonna lie. Prince looks good. It's just when he opens his mouth, he loses it for me. Because all you hear when he opens his mouth is Michael Jackson. I don't like Michael Jackson sexually. You get what I'm saying? Like he just looks like good, but then he open his mouth, you hear like you hear like it's the voice is not deep enough for the kids. So like it's half and half for me. So Bobby even apologized to Prince and feels like he fell in love with Prince. That happens a lot with some of the girls. Okay, you have some straight niggas that, you know, if you're friends with them long enough, you start to be like, ooh, there's one in my life. Let me shut up. I'm telling you, it would be a wrap. Anyways, like I said, a lot of the first half of the interview, Armand did cover it. Okay, got to get him in his props. A lot of it was of the Bobby I Love You per season 1 sort of coverage, like some of the stuff that went on during the show and everything. He talked about the drunk thing during the reunion. So what happened is basically we saw Jason Lee during the reunion basically be like, "Oh, are you drunk? Why are you acting like that? Are you drunk?" Y'all remember that? So he says that he thought that wasn't going to be aired and that it was just, you know, him talking to his friend. I do think that was still shady, though. I'm sorry. Like, that came across real, like, condescending, like. But he says he'll never host the Zeus reunion again. I agree 100%. Not because Jason Lee was terrible at it. It's because Zeus reunions are terrible in itself. Lemmy needs to do better with the Zeus reunions. Like, that's one thing I feel like he really needs to fix. All the other stuff is, you know, debatable. But when it comes to the reunions, this is what y'all need to do. Have them fight it out the first half and then force them to talk the second half. Like maybe even have some of them backstage on a Zoom screen or something like that. Because we get no dialogue. It's just a whole bunch of screaming, fighting, you doop, you boop, boop. You just see somebody going across the stage, you roly-poly swinging at Stunner Girl, okay, looking like a scream mask, and then we get nothing else. That's the problem with the reunions. It has no organization. It doesn't matter. Right. I love the interview too. It felt like friends talking. It doesn't matter how much, what type of host y'all get. It always turns to shit. So it's like, you can't really have a good Zeus reunion. There hasn't been not one good Zeus reunion I could think of that they've done as of late. Like, not one. Maybe. I would say Bobby, even though Bobby I Love You Pray was chaotic, they talked at least. We got to see them talk in the last part. And Bad Boys, we never had no reunion. I don't feel like they should bring Bad Boys back. That's my unpopular opinion. Bad Boys does not need to come back. Sorry. Because I even see them now beefing on the internet and everything, but then none of them could show up all in one room together. Like, get out of here. I don't think Bad Boys should come back. They need to find another show. I don't like, no. Like, it's like ridiculous. I can't even do a reunion. That's insane. So Bobby at one point talked about like hookup culture. This is where the part I like, because like we really got into like stuff that gay guys and stuff kind of go through. And like he was saying how like, you know, he uses the apps and stuff. And when he invites the dudes over, you know, he pats them down. And we find out that Bobby got a good Glock on his side. So he got him a little Glockety Glock, and he got him a little knifey knife, a little shank. So anytime a dude tries it, we're going to talk about that, Barry. Anytime a dude tries it or something, he'll have that just in case and hit him with a good time one time. Okay? So he did say that. But I'm glad this was talked about because it's like straight people do not know certain stuff that we have to do to like make sure we're safe, because it's like niggas out here is crazy and you never know. And we've seen all the stories on social media of people on these apps, these DL dudes setting niggas up to unalive them, rob them, and everything like that. So if you're not careful, you can get finessed and possibly unalived. So that's why I liked that conversation that was being had. Bobby, though, he need to move a little bit more careful because you letting this known on this huge platform, you gonna have the right nigga that do the wrong ish to you. I'm telling you. Because these Miami, these Florida niggas, they slick. So you gonna think that they cool and, you know, oh, he's Trey. Come over. Bust my big dippy cakes down. Bust my doonies down. And next thing you know, he pull out a pow on your ass and rob you of all your jewelries and Renaissance costume. And that's the last thing we want for Bobby. You get what I'm saying? So I just feel like he shouldn't have went too much into detail, but I really appreciated it. I feel like I was watching like two friends having a conversation, which I liked. Okay? So that part of the interview, I appreciated. So then we get into Tasha K and Cardi B. Oh. Before I hopped on here, I saw Tasha K uploaded a video where she was crying. I couldn't watch the full thing, but what was she crying about? Any of my members know? Because I would like to know. I skimmed through it, but I couldn't watch the full thing. But I seen her crying and everything like that. I don't know if she had a bad batch of wine or something. But I want to know, anybody in the comments, replay watchers, if I don't get to watch it before you guys, you know, let me know. I just want to know, okay? But y'all know what Tasha K loves to do to gay guys. Hey, ZM, anytime a gay guy is, you know, beefing with her, she goes straight to the House of Virginia. H.I.V. Okay? She goes straight to that. For YouTube purposes, you know why I'm saying it like that. She goes straight to the House of Virginia and always says, you know, he has dirty blood. Cardi B, you know, she got dirty blood. That Bobby Lytes boy, huh, he got that stuff. He got that dirty blood. Allegedly. You know, she loves to do that. She's done it to Jason Lee. She's done it to a whole lot of creators. And they talked about how they were both planning on suing Tasha K for that. But since Tasha K was already in the lawsuit with Cardi B, they decided to sort of let it go. Because it's not like she would have any money to give to them. That would just like a nail in her coffin. Like that would just be more. It would be them wasting money. So I'm happy they didn't go through with it because they would end up wasting a whole lot of money just dealing with it. Bobby says that Bobby says that he was in the docket of the Cardi B trial with Tasha K. That's the reason why he felt so comfortable enough to reach out to Cardi B and ask Cardi B about, if he should sue her or not. Okay. So then we get to Erica Mena. Now, Erica Mena, he feels like Erica Mena shouldn't have got fired. I disagree. I know how I feel about Erica Mena. I think she did deserve to get let go because I think Erica Mena thinks that she's better. And Bobby kind of even confirmed what I said. He was just like, he had he had, by the way, that's Notoria's song that y'all heard in the beginning. Make sure y'all check out my girl Notoria. That's sister girl. Okay. My name is no fool. She was on Blue Girls Club. Okay. Make sure you guys check her on Spotify, Apple Music, and more. Okay. That song that I played in the beginning was called Boys by Notoria. Okay. She's up next. I'm sorry. Her song and her music to me appeals to all audience types, meaning white people can listen to it, black people can listen to it, Spanish folk can listen to it. Like, she's just really good. So shout out to Notoria. I just had to throw that out there. Okay. What was I saying? Yeah, Erica. He even confirmed what I said and said that Erica, he doesn't think that she's racist, but he was just like, like, do I think she's racist? No. But do I think like she thinks she's better than, other people? Because they're darker? Well, she might. Like, he kind of alluded like she might be a colorist. She is a colorist. Like, I think she's a colorist. Like, it like screams off of her. Okay? So they talk about Natalie and Jocelyn. Now, this gagged me. Yes, someone from Blue Girls Club has musical talent. This gagged me. Natalie and Jocelyn. He goes, which girl has the #1 show? Natalie Nunn or Jocelyn Hernandez? He had to think about it. I said, I know you lying. Hey, no MUA. I said, I know you're lying. At the end, if you guys want to call in, feel free to stay backstage. I'll add you guys in for these topics we're talking about. We're talking about Lytes interview, right? He had to think about it. I said, he said, who has the #1 show right now? And you going to ponder on Jocelyn and Natalie, and you're not going to say Nat Nat after Nat Nat supported you? Nat Nat came to House of Villains premiere, gave you all these gifts and everything, which he did mention. And you're going to ponder on it? Come on, Baddies is #1 right now. Jocelyn fell off with the cabaret. Okay? This season, she picked girls with no personality. I saw Miss Voodoo Doll, Drea. Yeah, I'm talking to you, okay? You and your Voodoo Doll. Don't put any on me, though, girl. I'm keeping it cute. She put a post out saying, oh, the reason why you people can't relate to this season, you guys don't know what hard work is, or something like that, she said. I'm like, no, it's because y'all had no personality. Not you, Drea, but everybody else. So, not everybody else, but most of y'all had no personality. It had nothing to do with the fighting for me. I've said that week after week. It had to do with the personality. Now, a lot of you guys were not funny. It seemed like a lot of you guys didn't want to be there. It seemed like a lot of you guys wanted to go home. That's what was the problem. Okay, and Natural was damn pissed the whole season. How you gonna be mad the whole season? Natural was pissed when she got there, and Natural was pissed when she left. We never seen her happy throughout the whole season. I swear to God. Okay, and he ended up picking Natalie. So he was like, I'm gonna have to go with Natalie, because Natalie, she's giving me a lot of like gifts and everything, and like we've built like a relationship like outside of the show. Which I'm like, you're gonna say Natalie because of the gifts, but Natalie, let me tell y'all something. I want to be Natalie friend. I get why the girls be following after Natalie. I'd follow after her too. I want me a good old Fendi boot, okay? Some Versace glasses. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? So it's like I get why the girls be on Natalie on her booty, because it's like she got the coin, and not even that. As much as Natalie, does Natalie, I feel like if she likes you, she's a supportive friend. If you don't threaten her, in my opinion. But besides, like, you feel me? Like, I feel like she will actually support you as a friend. Uh, um, Not like some of the other baddies. You know what I'm saying? Like, she won't ever like. She'll always make sure to follow up with you and stuff like that. That's why I feel like I would probably get along with Natalie if we knew each other personally. But we don't. Okay. So she ended up picking Natalie. All right. But she says, Jocelyn, Jocelyn, that's not my girl. And Jason Lee reveals that Jocelyn's Cabaret is allegedly no longer with Zeus anymore. Now, I heard of that too, and I was gonna talk about it on here, but every time I do something like that, the comments piss me off. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. They're adding comments, yeah, no, he's talking, and then 2 days later, it's confirmed. I said Jane and Alexis got signed. A day after it got confirmed. But then that same day when I talked about it, everybody in the comments, that's why I don't do stuff like that no more. Because it be some of the comments. It pisses me off. Y'all not going to tell me I'm wrong when I knew, especially when the person I heard it from talks directly to somebody over there. But I did hear that too, that Johnson's Cabaret is not going to have a season 5. I did hear that. I don't know if it's 100% true or not. That's why I didn't really do a video on it. But the source who told me that was the same source who told me all of the reunion, that spoiled the reunion to me. That's how I knew all the girls were there except for Abby. And the person told me all of the fights and everything. So, yeah. I did hear that. Do I think they deserve a season 5? Yes. They need to change up the concept though. I told you I have a concept idea, but I ain't saying it no more. I'm sick of giving out ideas and stuff because the hoes just steal it. Okay, like, I'm learning my lesson of talking on this internet. I say nothing. Okay, figure it out. All right, but I thought of something. I did tell a couple of people that I do know. If they do that, they could bypass baddies, real ish. Jocelyn need to just think hard, and she'll figure it out. Cause I'm telling you, with the idea I got, Natalie Nunn will be quaking in her Fendi boots. Her chin would grow 3 chin hairs a day when they're filming. I'm telling you, because it's that good of an idea. I ain't gonna say it. So, yeah, I did hear that. So Jason gives Bobby a ball gift. Like he gives him a bottom. He calls it a bottom gift, and it's basically this gift of like, I get Jason Lee went to the sex shop, child. He went to the sex shop and got this thing where you lock your knees together and where you put your in this holder. And Bobby, oh my God, he's oh, that's what I needed. How did you know? Oh, he was just elated because Bobby loves him to sex. Okay. He loves to get down. All right. And he also gave him some poppers, the fancy pop kind. I've never been a poppers guy. Like, ugh. You feel me? It's too close to drugs to me. That's why, like, I've just never been the popper type of guy. Like, it's like, no. Yeah, that's all I'll say on that. Anyways, so we get to the Barbs, okay? The Barbs and the Barbs Army. I agreed a whole lot with what Barbs. I'll tell you guys the idea of my Discord members, but I'm not gonna say it on here because I told you I'm putting this up for the. I'm cutting some of it. I'm clipping this and putting it on my for everybody to watch. So that's why I don't want to say it. But members, I'm gonna tell y'all in the Discord what's really tea and the idea I have. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so we get to the Barbs. Barbs and the Barb mentality and the frustrations that the Barbs cause. I agree 100%. I feel like he went in completely, which I know they probably getting on his ass right now on social media. Oh my God. The way they probably report his page, they probably gonna shut down his Instagram page as of tomorrow, because he went in. Because I do feel like, although Nicki to me is the best rapper alive when it comes to a female, her fan base to me, I feel like if she could have a better hold on her fan base, she'll be a lot more likable. But the fact that she allows her fan base to be able, and I'm a Barb, okay, but I'm a, how do I say? I'm a Barb. I'm not a Barb militant. I feel like Barbs are militant, like they're military style. They'll attack, but I'm not a Barb militant. I'm just a Barb. There's a difference. I'm telling you. So if she had a better hold on her fan base and not let them kind of go around and kind of bully and harass people like that and tell them, hey, y'all, leave such and such alone, leave such and such alone, I think she'll be a lot more likable. But it's the fact that she lets them kind of go after some people who, in my opinion, don't really deserve it. Now, some people I do think deserve it. I ain't gonna lie to you. But not all of them. So Bobby brought up the fact that, that one time that, poor Mariah Lynn, not gonna lie, I laughed at this part. I'm sorry. He was just like, the Barbs, they're crazy. They attack like everybody. And like, Mariah Lynn's mom. I was like, y'all, anybody who's thinking Nicki gonna host that reunion, it's not gonna happen. Mariah Lynn is there. Y'all think Nicki gonna host it with an op? That's an op. Mariah Lynn is Cookie Crunch girlfriends with Cardi and Malibu and them. That's just not gonna happen. Sorry. Rolly loves Cardi. Not gonna happen. Now Cardi hosting a reunion, I feel like that's more possible. But Nicki, that's a no. I feel like the chin check me, she watches Baddies. We know Nicki watches Baddies. Natalie said it, okay? Remember when Natalie went on stage? She was just like, what's up, guys? Natalie was in her Perez Hilton era. She was just like, I got 3 bad bitches in my DM. Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, and Glorilla. Remember when she did? Bro, I think it's on my channel. Bro, that video to me had me screaming. I don't know what Natalie was on that night. I don't know if it was the powder donuts allegedly or what, but that video she was so theatrical for no reason. Well, I gotta find it. I got to find it because that video had me screaming, Glorilla, guess who? And then she did the guess who? I gotta find this video, y'all. Hold on. I gotta, okay. Bam. Oh yeah, there it is. Well, I don't think that's where she said it, but I don't think this is a video where she said it, but this is where she called out Jocelyn. But I don't think it's the video where she said it though. Hold on. But this is
Shade Room. Hi, it's me, Natalie. So check this out. Besides the fact that Nicki's in my DM right now, so the fuck is Cardi too? And guess who else? And guess what they say every Sunday? Natalie, drop that baddie shit.
Bruh, Natalie is a joke. Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, and Glorilla. Let me tell you something. Before this BGC thing came about, Natalie's real career passion and goal should have been hosting a WWE. She should have been the female WWE commentator and host. Those people that be like, coming to the stage, wrestler Johnny Mac, and then they come out, dun, 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 dun. That's what Natalie really should have did with her life. Because if Baddies didn't work out, because baby, she's just so good at it. Glorilla. I need to clip that, by the way. Okay, back to the interview, y'all. Back to the interview. Okay. So we talk about the Barbs and everything like that, and how the Barbs, I guess, attacked Trina at one point because of the whole Babs thing. They attacked Trina and Bobby because Bobby, I remember Bobby felt away because there was nothing. They didn't do like a Babs video, and I guess Bobby felt like they should have did a Babs video, and felt like Nicki didn't put so much promo and attention to the Babs song, and felt like she kind of just pushed it to the side, right? So that's when he got like a whole lot of hate from the Barbs. Nicki ended up blocking him, even said something to him, like some shady thing to him, and they ended up blocking Bobby Light. So Bobby felt a way about yeah, she was over dramatic. But Bobby felt a way about, Nicki since then. He's still blocked to this day. So is Jason Lee. Okay. So after that, we get to Bobby's confidence at shows. Now I've always admired this about Bobby. I'm telling y'all. I told you, I don't know if I told y'all, I was at Amara La Negra's baby shower when they filmed it on Love and Hip Hop. And when I tell y'all the way he walked in, it wasn't Amara's baby shower at that point. It was Bobby's baby shower. He walked in, he said, and everybody was just looking, and then everybody was just like, Bobby, Bobby. It was like Beyonce walked in the room. I swear to God. I swear to you. Like, it was like mesmerizing to the buck thing. Okay? Like, this is it right here. And mind you, everybody was wearing all white. So everybody was just like, and no, I do not know Amada. I was an extra. Okay. That's why I was there. Okay. So he talks about the confidence or whatever. That's the reason why I like Bobby, because I feel like it takes a whole lot of courage to be as flamboyant as he is everywhere. Because he's like that anywhere he goes. And that does take a lot of courage, because not everybody be here for that. So that shows that he has extreme self-confidence in himself, which, in my opinion, needs to be applauded. So he talks about that in him being himself and, not being scared of anybody at these award shows. He said he talked about Taylor Swift, how Taylor Swift like knew him, chasing down Lil Nas X, which Lil Nas X, he gives me like, he likes white boys. I'm sorry. I feel like he doesn't like white boys. Like, it's just, I know his ex was like black or something like that, but I feel like that was because he kind of knew him like that or something. I don't know. It just gives me, I like white boys. Okay. So Bobby talks about Beyonce and his love for Queen B, and he loves him some Beyonce, say Beyonce, Beyonce, say Beyonce. Yay! Ladies, commenting. Let me tell you something. Renaissance has nothing on Beyonce The Experience. That to me was her best live tour. Beyonce The Experience. Now I didn't go physically, but I done seen I seen the full thing on YouTube at one of the states. Oh my God. She was at her best at that time frame. Her body, oh my God, it glistened. It just glistened. It was like, it wasn't even lotion. It's like her body, her skin was made of glitter. Like, she just looked so good. Okay, so we get to the Smash or Pass, and that was really about it. The interview wasn't bad at all. I really, really liked it. We learned some tidbits that I didn't know before. I'm probably missing a couple of stuff, but yeah, that was really the interview. Shout out to Mr. Jason Lee for doing him a big one. Okay. All right, next I wanted to get into, y'all, Blueface did clarify the whole signing thing. I'm so sick of this whole signing stuff. At this point, the girl knows Columbia Records. So good job. He says, I do partnerships. I would never sign over my artist and let someone take over the process after all the hard work. We still own everything. They're investing in MILF music. This bag is deeper than rap. Still doesn't tell us a whole lot, but it lets us know that she's not completely signed over there, that it's a pub deal. Okay? So that's still a good thing. And he's still pimping her. So I don't know what else people want us to do. Okay? So now let's get to T. Hi, my name is T. Now she went on her YouTube channel and did another video on the whole baddie situation. And y'all, the way she went in on Scarface, see, I hope I hope you can fight. Because she called Scarface, she said that little ugly, poor looking ass. So, then she said, bitch, you from the South Central. I ain't see Scarface reply yet, but I gagged.
Everybody's like, wondering what the hell happened with the preview and stuff like that. I don't know this girl. I don't care about this girl. I don't even care to mention this girl's name. I feel like I'm giving to charity by even calling her this girl. Watch. Just watch. Everything that the majority rule is that this girl is a follower. They ain't lying. They are not lying. Like, girl, like, why couldn't nobody hear what you were saying when you was talking to me in that preview? Oh, because you wasn't mic'd. Nobody gave a fuck.
Let me tell y'all something. The reason why I like T, her reads are precise. She does not pussyfoot around words. She just goes for it. I like T. I don't care. I know a lot of people, they're not feeling her. They think that she's so dramatic. I like a theatrical type of bitch. So that's why I love T. I like T. Sorry.
You talked to me first. I wasn't even talking to you. Why would I talk to you? Who are you? I don't know you. I don't know you, girl. You don't know me. You were standing there next to Rolly trying to put in your 2 cents unmiked for no stupid ass reason. And we got in a fight for no stupid ass reason. Dumb. And I hear people talking about the people told her she had to hold back or she couldn't fight the way that they do on the other network she was on. Okay, girl. They were probably talking about as long, but you still fought with me and we still got down, bitch. So what are you talking about? Like, how can you even hold back on a bitch if you fighting somebody? And you're talking about I put my bag down. Yeah, I put my bag down because the girl kept inching closer and closer to me, staring at me the whole time. And she tried to blame it on me that I was staring at her. No, girl, you were staring at me. You were staring at me first while I'm talking to Rolly. You. What the hell? Who is this?
It be her faces.
Oh, poor ugly looking thing. I'm like, what is going on? Like, what are we doing here? But you'll see, and I'll get into that more of that on that recap on that when the episode dropped because I don't, want to spill too much tea. But it's piping hot tea. But
No, I got that girl sneezing. Okay, here's the thing. I feel like Rolly did the ET did the wrong thing by coming in. You saw I cut out. Can y'all hear me? Okay, Rolly, ET did the wrong thing by coming in being Rolly's lapdog. I feel like she came in and came Rolly's lapdog automatically, and that was the wrong thing to do. She should have played it a lot smarter. I feel like she should have came in there more independent. You can't hear me. You can't hear. You said I can hear. You can. You can. Honey Poo, quit playing with me. Okay. Anyways, she should have came in there more independent route and not played herself and coming in and not being Rolly's lapdog because it's kind of like that. What we see from that preview of the scene, she wasn't talking to her because she was literally looking at Roly Poly Snack Meals. I think that the fact that she came over to Zeus and now everybody's hating on her, y'all a little bit hypocritical, okay? When it comes to ET Boost with the fire. Because y'all was the main ones, ET. Even though, I wasn't, the most keen. Y'all know how I felt. I wasn't the biggest cheerleader of her getting on there. Now, when it got to a certain point and everybody was rooting for her, I'm saying, okay, might as well put her on there because, hey, y'all giving this girl a chance. She come from another network, giving out that TV a little bit more shine or whatever. It is what it is. Okay? But do I think she fit the baddie aesthetic? Did I remember what I said? I didn't think she fit the baddie aesthetic. And it's only because, to me, it's not even just how she dresses. It's the mentality of it, too. Because another baddie, when they came on there and been all buddy with one person, because they would want to make sure that they get to try to know everybody. And not even that, they will know that the viewers wouldn't like that. Because not everybody like no Slim and Rolly together. Some people hated that. They hated the fact that they were always separate to the side. Every 2 seconds, Slim and Rolly had to take the Uber by themselves. They had to take the taxi together. Now they're not even friends no more. Rolly done exposed her to all her business and said she doing powder donuts and everything. Like, damn. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like she should have played it a lot more smarter than she did. And also, Honey Pooh, you said Rolly is treating ET like her BBL pillow. What's that supposed to be? And also, I do think the timing of her being brought in was awkward. I think they should have brought her in after Biggie. Bringing her in before Biggie, now it looked kind of like a setup type of thing. Now that setup, it's giving like y'all knew Biggie was coming in, and y'all knew that ET is like a great fighter, so y'all kind of knew to have ET very irritated with Biggie and tell her, "Oh my God, y'all know Biggie annoying as heck. You know Biggie does this, Biggie does that." So it kind of looks a little bit set up. Now T in this video, she let us know that the producers gave her the tea. Okay, she was just like, the producers gave me the tea. They let me know what was going on with Scotty. So Scotty was gonna confront me, and I knew Scotty was gonna try to confront me and try to, confront me over yelling at her. So that's why, I was like, "You gonna hit me? You gonna hit me?" Because the producers kind of gave her, a heads up, which that's typical production stuff. So she knew it going into that whole thing that happened, and she said that her and DJ Sky rode together, and she said she didn't sleep at the house. She said her and DJ Sky rode together, and she was talking to DJ Sky, and she told DJ Sky, "Hey, like before you attack the girl, talk to her, have a conversation with her," right? Wasn't the case. Y'all saw what DJ Sky did. Okay, I feel like a lot of people don't like T is because she's not scared, and she talks. So too bad. Y'all let Rolly get on these lives and screaming and do all this mumbling and ranting. Why can't T do it? That's my whole thing. All she is just defending herself and letting us know the backstory. Scotty, you've been on this thing for about 2-3 seasons, and you still have yet to do a YouTube channel to talk about anything. I mean, goddamn. Same goes for Rolly. Same goes. Who else? It has come back. You know what I'm saying? Those are the only 3, right? So it's kind of like, don't be mad at T. And it's not like she created a YouTube channel to talk about Baddies. She been had a YouTube channel. She just using her platform to talk about it. How you gonna get mad at that? Like, that to me is such BS. Like, I don't like that. Like, the hate that RCT getting in the comments. They're like, "Oh my God, like she doing too much. ET gonna beat her." She put ET in a headlock quick. So I don't know about that. She put her in a headlock quick. And not even that. Y'all talk about, her voice and stuff. That's one of the other reasons why I feel like people just don't like her off the bat. It's because of her voice. It's because of her voice. That's another reason. So I like T. I'm just saying. Sorry. All right. Next I wanted to get into, you guys, is Gucci. So Gucci sat down with Tasha K, and I'm glad Tasha K kind of called him out on this, because Gucci talked about how he, slept with a teacher, and that was something that he did, and he was trying to make it all coy and all player like, but Tasha let him know, like, "Hey, you got, you basically got molested, right?"
I was fucking with my teacher in high school, actually.
That's called molestation, statutory rape, but.
And it kind of explains why Gucci's so hypersexual. So it kind of went hand in hand. Just the interview, just in general. Now, when they got to asking him about the T girls, now Gucci, you were just gonna lie to Tasha Keebley the way that you did, and let us know that you didn't do nothing with any of the T girls. So Tasha basically asked him, did you sleep with any of the trannies? Did you make out with any of the trannies? Gucci was like, no, I never heard of that before. Like, we never heard him kiss any of the trannies. But Kenzie allegedly said that she slobbed on the knob and gave him a good job. Okay? So he didn't mention that part because I don't think, Tasha did her research and watched the full season as of yet. Because that's why, if y'all subscribe to our membership, I'll talk about that Tilo interview. We talked about some things, right? So I don't think she watched the full season, so I don't think she could have knew to bring up Kenzie and Kenzie alleging that, she slobbed down that knob. So Tasha K was just like, you didn't kiss her? Oh, I watched the scene, and it was you in a tranny, and y'all was in that van. What happened with that? Huh? And then he was like, oh, like, I was kissing on the girl, and I just told the trans woman, to eat her out because he wanted to see that. I'm like, still on the lines of some suspect stuff, and it's okay. That's the thing. I think I think Gucci has admitted on the after show at one point that he treats trans women, the same as women, depending on how feminine that they look. I remember he said that on the after show, and admitted to that in a clip or something like that. So it's not like it's far-fetched. I do think he's attracted to trans women, not a Kenzie though, but a Joyce, yes. That's why he asked Joyce to do that. And if the cameras were down, I think he was stuck on the Tigo Biddies. And y'all know Tasha K is so homophobic. The whole time she's like, faggot. This nigga think he's straight. Look at him. He about gay as Boy George. I'm like, Tasha set you up on that interview, girl. She really just wanted to know those questions. That's the main thing she wanted you to have. Okay. But it's whatever. Make sure y'all check out that full interview. All right. So let's talk about Basketball Wives. I didn't do a recap or whatever, but let's talk a little bit about Basketball Wives LA. So y'all saw that whole thing that happened with
You're drunk and you're sloppy.
And Brooke when Brittany Renner ended up throwing the drink. Both of them was wrong. Let me tell y'all why. Brittany Renner was mad about the BD situation. So she started to overdrink. If you really watch the episode, she was downing him something in his liquor. She kept drinking because of the baby daddy was stressing her out. And that baby daddy, he's a piece of crap, especially what we heard on that phone with him leaving the baby, like whatever that situation was. That was really bad. That was some like ghetto stuff that was said over the phone. I really felt bad for Brittany. So she was already drinking because of that, right? And then we have Brooke. Brooke, to me, I don't like. I'm sorry. Brooke, to me, is always looking for a problem with somebody. Like, that bothers me. She's always looking for a moment. You know how Jackie says, you need a moment. You need a moment. That's Brooke. She always needs a moment. It's so irritating. Like, every little thing, Brooke tries to find a problem with it. It doesn't matter what it is. Like, I don't get it. So they're sitting there, and then we have this new girl named Clayana. Okay, now Clayana, I told y'all, is going to be the one that's causing a whole lot of issues throughout this season, and she ends up getting in a booka baka boo with some of the cast members. I'm talking about throwing fists. The wig that Evelyn had, I have your wig. That was Clayana's wig. Okay? What bothered me about it is, Brooke, who died and made you project manager? Like Nene said, why do you have to ask somebody, whose friend are you? Like you're in charge or like you're a producer. Y'all all are not friends like that. So don't ask whose friend are you. She's the producer's friend. They casted her. How about that? Like, I'm confused as to why she has to be somebody's friend to be in a circle. Just because that's how y'all done it in past seasons don't mean nothing. All of y'all is not friends like that. Jackie probably never talked to no damn Vanessa about no 5 years ago. She probably barely even knew Vanessa like that. Shawnee probably came to her and said, hey, we got this lady named Vanessa. She don't got no good skin. We need you to bring her on to the show and say that's your friend. So y'all saying y'all friends with each other is so lightly used to even begin with. So like, let's not even do that, Brooke. So she's like, "Oh, whose friend are you?" Or whatever. And the lady Cleanna basically didn't want to tell her an answer because you're not her mama. So Brittany was kind of backing her up on it, and that's the problem with Brittany though. Brittany was off that dog liquor. She was off that liquor. She was drinking like a fish. Okay. So her drinking like a fish, she interjected herself. She's like, nah, I feel her. You don't gotta clarify nothing. I feel her. You don't gotta clarify that. I feel her. And that's what's up. She was talking like a true G gangster. I said, Brittany, when you turn into a Crip? I'm like, the fuck that came from? Brittany turned into a G. So she was talking to Brooke crazy, but Brooke, why you had to get up? That's the problem. Now you gonna have to calm down. I'm like, you know how Brooke talk. You gonna have to calm that down. You're not talking to me. You're not talking to me. And her and Brittany start going at it. Brooke shouldn't have never got up. And you said, oh, I need my powder donuts. Yes, you can order it at the merch shop. It's giving powder donuts. Okay. Brooke to me shouldn't have stood up. None of it wouldn't have escalated like that. And Brittany, you just wanted your reality television moment throwing that drink like that. You did not have to throw that drink at her like that. I laughed a little bit though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm sorry. She said, she just threw it because she wanted that reality television moment. Any girl that ends up on reality television, in the back of their head, they're thinking, I want to throw a drink on somebody. Okay? It's like a classic reality television thing. Like, that's like a thing that you do when you end up on one of these shows. You throw a drink in somebody's face. So she wanted her moment. What I think was iconic though, when she went outside, she said, Brittany Renner is so problematic. Yeah, I like that. That was cute. That was cute. She ate that. She did eat that though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like that. Okay. The whole cast though in general, I think they did great with the casting. I feel like the getting rid of the Cleanna girl, y'all shouldn't have did that. Y'all should have really put her into the cast because she's an actual basketball wife. Jennifer, why is she there? I'm sorry. Why is she there? Jennifer to me is very boring. Her and Brooke to me are the same personality type, the bougie girls. So it's like we could only have one. You pick one. And I would rather Brooke. Even though she irritates me, she's more problematic and will give us more entertainment. Okay? Someone asked, quick question, did Krishan say she's expecting again? I did see that, but she hasn't come out and said, I'm literally am pregnant, so I'm not going to talk about it until she says it. Because her saying she has one on the way, she could easily be talking about how Blue busted inside of her. So, yeah. That's why I haven't said or talked about it. Brittany's aim was unmatched. She hit her right in the face. Brooke didn't know what to do. She stood still like a mannequin. I ain't gonna lie. I thought that she was gonna end up breaking character and try to fight Brittany, but I was surprised that she really didn't put more of a fight because I really feel like she could have got to Brittany. But she says dealing with the death of her daughter has sort of making her froze. Which, like I said, I think she's like one of the strongest people to be able to have that happen to her and still be able to kind of go on and do these shows and stuff like that. So that does show that she's mentally strong. I just hate the fact she always picks at people and finds an issue with people. That's what gets on my nerve with Brooke. Like everything has to be an issue. All right. And Brittany, stop wearing them wigs. Over there looking like Yummy P. All All right. So what last I wanted to get into, guys, is Dorit. So this is so shocking to me. She is separated from PK. Now I watched the white shows. Okay, so I watched Beverly Hills, at least the last couple of seasons, and I didn't really see this coming. I know they got their house robbed and everything like that, but like he really was supportive and supported her mentally with that, and like he literally supported her lifestyle. Dorit don't wear nothing but designer, so it's kind of like, why did y'all break up? Hey, I can't blame it on the show. I don't want to hear none of that. I'm sick of people blaming it on these Bravo and reality shows. Like, nah, you guys decided to break up because y'all wanted to. Don't blame it on none of these shows. But I was shocked to see that news. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, very shocked. I gagged. Okay. Let me know what you guys think about some of these topics down below. Leave your comments down below, and we're out, babies. Okay, so any of my members want to call in? If y'all want to call in, the link is pinned. Okay.
No, personal thing.